I'm Alexander Sturgeon. It's 9:59 a.m., October 9th. Ponder this. These people I'm a victim of are people who are actually stealing from a victim of rape-like violence, ritualistic community sexual violence and assault and abuse. A victim of organized crime. I'm a victim of a RICO, an illegal gambling ring. A victim of terrorists who are armed with neurophysiological weapons, WMDs, in space that they use in the form of radiation dispersal devices, and they perform new age neurosurgeries for witness tampering on key witnesses um, who are aware of terrorism, economic espionage, and more. These guys actually tamper with witnesses and try to abuse witnesses to terrorism and organized crime into silence. Big time crimes that endanger humanity. You trust those people? Someone who would actually tamper with a witness who has information about terrorism, economic espionage, and organized crime. You trust that guy. A guy trying to endanger humanity, basically. It's someone you should never trust and someone you should never let around you. People actually stealing from a victim of organized crime who's being held hostage by terrorists, people involved in rape-like violence, who are repeat sex offenders, human rights and civil rights violators, with no respect for human life, who are also New Age mind slavery practitioners. That's a sign these people, that's a sign whoever these people are have no ethics, nothing, no respect for human life. And you trust these people? You'd actually let people with no respect for human life around you? You'd actually let people who tamper with a witness to terrorism, organized crime, RICO, and economic espionage around you, and you trust these people? They perform rape-like violence on a disabled guy, then try to induce psychosis in him with these new age neurosurgeries so they can keep perpetuating their cycle of sexual violence and abuse. They even tried to murder me and frame me so they could try to cover it up and get away with it. And then you trust these guys. You want to actually trust these people and let them around you. Some of these people have more than conflicts of interest, if not many of them. Multi-trillion-dollar lawsuits, life in prison, and the death penalty. Conflicts of interest. Desperate motherfuckers who blackmail their own parents, their friends, rob their own parents and friends, and may even kill them for money and property that's not even theirs. And you trust these people? People who'd actually try to murder a man for his own money and property, his own achievements, accomplishments, and even blackmail and harm their friends and family in a gambling ring and rob their own friends and families in gambling rings. You trust these people who'd actually rob their own mother and father in a gambling ring and their friends. Large scale. That should be red flags to never trust any of these motherfuckers involved with what I'm a victim of. And never let flags to never trust any of these motherfuckers involved with what I'm a victim of. And never let them around you. They could kill you. They could frame you. They could get you wound up in prison for getting involved in economic espionage, RICO, and terrorism. And they'd be pulling you in now, acting like everything's all good, everything's all good. When it's not all good and they're under investigation. And then you wind up in fucking an orange jumpsuit because of these shitbags. Never trust these people I'm a victim of. They demonstrate all the red flags of people not to trust. Some of these people knew they were under investigation for organized crime, RICO, and terrorism, and then trying to recruit people to some game and friendly war when they knew it wasn't friendly, knew it wasn't a friendly gambling ring, and knew they were under investigation. You should never trust these people. You should never let them around you unless you're having like a death wish or want to go to prison. So these are red flags screaming. These are people to never trust and never let around you. They'll endanger you. They'll endanger your family. They'll endanger your children. Hell, they may kill you and rob you too. So key point, pay attention to these red flags because they're like just screaming. They're just screaming. There's like, when you see these people, there's like there's like these like alert signs just emanating off of their bodies. Like, don't trust this guy. This guy's Satan. Don't trust this guy. I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, pay attention to the red flags. Praise Jesus. And I'm Alexander Surya Jani, Mole in the right hand, penguin duck birthmark. It's 10:03 a.m. October 9th. So this is a 4-minute video, so this was made around 9:59. Praise Jesus.